bold vision driven, among other places, from Prague. That is one way how to describe VIG Re, a reinsurer that recently introduced new VIG Re 28 strategy. Behind this evolutionary step, stands an international leader who have already been featured on Global Minds podcast and is here with me again. But because this topic is truly a major and unique leadership challenge, so we decided to invite him again, and let's dig deeper into VIG Re 28 strategy with Tobias Sonndorfer, Chairman and CEO at VIG Re. Welcome to Studio, Tobias.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's great to be back.
Thank you very much for coming in this, let's say, a little bit game-changing time from global perspective, from business perspective. We are here together a couple months after you've introduced and launched new VIG Re 28 strategy. In corporate world, does this mean that your job is done? You've introduced strategy, and now you can enjoy your time off, or does this mean that the party just started?
It's a great question. I believe the party is just starting. Even if I have to say that it was a great achievement by the whole team to launch VIG Re 28 at the beginning of 2026. But now it's about execution and deliver of what we put out into the market. And that's exciting, and that's the party I guess you refer to.
What was the main reason or main thinking behind launching this new strategy framework right now at the beginning of the 2026?
And in our business, it's all about consistency. We want to be a predictable, consistent reinsurer and a reliable partner for our clients. So for us, it was important to give enough time also to understand and to radiate about the strategy. And therefore, we launched it at the beginning of 2026 to have the entire year to discuss, to explain, and also to offer VIG Re to our clients and also to our new clients, existing clients and our new clients. And that was the reason why we put it out right at the beginning of the year, to have clarity and consistency throughout the year before we approaching the renewal 2027.
So, very simple question. What is your ambition with this new strategy?
Well, to put it straight, we call it momentum that matters, and the goal is to create that momentum for VIG Re together with our clients. As I said, existing and new. That's what it is about. We would want to elevate VIG Re towards our clients. The client is always in the center of our thinking, and that's what we were aiming for.
What should change? Like the let's say key 3, 4, 5 things that should change by the end of 2028. Is there something we can point out, or is it more of a evolution and smaller steps?
We see it as an evolutionary step for VIG Re. VIG Re was growing and building out, so to say, over the last decade, and that is now the next evolutionary step in the next development step for the company. We don't change the game, so to say, but we continue playing the game, but we play it a bit broader and a bit wider, I would say, in future.
When I check the strategy, I've seen that it stands on 3 main pillars: strengthen, expand, accelerate. What caught my eye is expand, because we are in a Global Minds podcast, and it looks like, for me as a Czech person, that you are trying to expand from Czechia all over the world, but I believe it's not exactly like that, right?
It's not exactly like that. You're right, but it's a geographical expansion which is embedded into VIG Re 28. VIG Re today is a pan-European reinsurer already. And already today, we do business in Japan, in South Korea, and in Taiwan. And the geographical expansion embedded in VIG Re 28 is that we now would want to be a visible reinsurer in entire Asia. That's the geographical expansion. And we will support that step with the opening of an office in Singapore, also to send the message into the region towards our new clients that we see ourselves as a sustainable part in the Asian region, which is still heavily growing, and we believe we have a right to play as VIG Re in that region as well.
So Prague, Munich, Paris, Singapore.
Exactly.
I think we can be proud in Prague that we are part of these four beautiful cities. From your point of view, what is and what will be the role of the leadership team and also expat leadership team in Prague? Will it be the same, or do you think it will change a little bit?
No, I think it definitely will change. Leadership is a core success factor for VIG Re 28 for every strategy, I believe. For us, VIG Re today is already a diverse company. We have 40 nationalities working at VIG Re. So diversity is ingrained in the culture of VIG Re today, and that will continue. We are now onboarding over the course of the next 3 years colleagues in Asia. That will be a new cultural element. And you pointed out our current locations. It's all within Europe. And you could say all within 2 hours flying distance. With Singapore, it's a different animal. It's much further away. There is time difference. And there is a cultural difference. And the management team, me and the whole senior leadership, need to cater for that and make an onboarding appropriately, if I may say it like that. What do I mean by this? What we want to continue to be is one VIG Re. So we don't want subcultures or a sub-company somewhere on the globe. We have one VIG Re, and every client should feel VIG Re no matter which office you enter.
So basically, VIG Re today is ready for for expanding its cultural reach, right?
A VIG Re is ready, otherwise we wouldn't have done it, which does not mean that we don't have challenges along the way. We will have, and we will learn a lot. We all have to grow and stand up with that step, but we are ready for that step, yes.
Do you think that you, as a leader of this whole ecosystem, I would say, will have to change a little bit your approach and your style of leadership, or do you think that today you are already trying to be as much diverse leader as possible?
That's a fantastic question. My leadership idea, my leadership philosophy is embedded in I would say in a belief in strength of human beings. Mm-hmm. And what I'm always trying to do is to create an environment with the senior team where every employee can develop and show its strength. I believe cultivating strength is the much better approach to it than only pointing out and cultivating its weaknesses, so to say. And that is easier said than done. So I believe that to explain and also to infect positively the company also going forward with this leadership idea, which is based on trust to a big amount, that is a leadership challenge I will face, I believe.
And thank you for the strength, because we've mentioned expansion as one of the key pillars, but strengthen is another key topic for the VIG Re 28 strategy. So what exactly does it mean in the world of this strategy?
Yeah, what I said at the beginning, our business is about consistency and reliability. That strategy should point this out. We continue to be a continental European reinsurer, and we would want to be a stronger partner for our clients in continental Europe, also in VIG Re 28. And this is explicitly mentioned with strengthening, to deepen the relationships and to be strongly anchored in Europe.
The third pillar is acceleration. If we look at the biggest financial companies, we can see that acceleration is a huge topic for them. And also, it's a huge topic if they should accelerate technology or they should accelerate the work with people. And how do you look at this combination? Should we accelerate both of them in the world of the VIG Re 28 strategy?
Indeed. I believe we need to put an end in between people and technology, and not a or. I believe it needs to go hand in hand. We are living in 2026, and we have the rise of AI. We have technological opportunities like we never had before, and we would want to use these technological opportunities for our business and also to be faster, to be more precise, and to utilize the data we are having. At the same time, we believe in the strength of people. Our business is people business, as we used to say. So we believe that we need to sit across a human being to discuss about reinsurance, to discuss about challenges, pain points someone is having. So it's a combination of both, and this is what acceleration means at the end of the day, to have a smart combination between data and technology on the one side, but also leverage culture and people on the other side.
If you had just one short message for your clients and for your colleagues about the impact of this strategy, or let's say if you had a chance to tell them why they should care about it, so how would sound what would be the answer for clients? Let's start with clients. Why should they care about the strategy?
They should care because they deal with the best VIG Re.
And for your colleagues all over the world?
For them, it's a promise that they are able to deliver the best VIG Re to our clients. It's two sides of the same coin, if you ask me. So we do it because we want to elevate the relationships with our clients. And we can only do that if we do that reliably and confidently through our people. So it fits together, and we want to be the best as we can. We are not perfect, no one is, and we are certainly not either. But we do our best, and what we want to bring to the table with that strategy, we call it momentum that matters.
Yeah.
Is that momentum?
Is it safe to say that you are proud of the strategy, proud of what your team, you together with your colleagues, put together and presented to the world?
Yes, we are proud. It's developed truly by VIG Re in the context of our stakeholders. It's developed from ourselves, so to say. So I'm very proud that the team developed it and we are now can speak about it. Yes.
How big of a challenge for you as a chairman and CEO was is this project?
It certainly, you could say it is a challenge. I see it more as an opportunity because what we did is that we really stepped back and looked into where is VIG Re today, and where we believe are opportunities for VIG Re going forward over the upcoming 3 years. And I think that's a privilege, also in my role, basically, to have that freedom to step back and also to think strategically where we would want to develop ourselves. We live in difficult times. The risks are elevating across the globe. And every development which we read in the newspaper at the end of the day affects reinsurers sooner or later. And to position and think about how does VIG Re, how do we deal in that environment and bring real value to our clients? That is a stimulation. That's not easy. It's a stimulating act. And I hope that we achieved that with VIG Re 28, and that's also understood or understandable what we are aiming for.
Putting together strategy means that you have to look a little bit into the future. How difficult is to incorporate all the possible risks, challenges, opportunities, so it all would end up in a good way, and that at the end of 2028 we can meet up here and say, okay, this was a success, and here is the new strategy for another 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible in our fast changing world to incorporate everything up front, so to say. What we try to do is to be clear in the direction of travel and a few beliefs we are having. And we are clear in these beliefs and, for example, to put clients in the center of what we're doing, not to grow for the sake of growth, but be an underwriter, be technically sound, to use data and technology and build on that, to speak on eye level with our clients about real problems, about real risk situations. These are fundamental beliefs we have ingrained into VIG Re 28. And then we have to have also the flexibility to act to it. Many of the developments on the risk side are not foreseeable, and we are risk managers at the end of the day, and we should not be afraid to talk about those risks very openly, very clearly, very directly. And I think that is always the combination, if we are clear in the direction of travel, but also flexible and agile to react to the realities of today. I think that combination then makes us successful.
What would you say are the current biggest challenges for the reinsurance industry, and is it let's say very close to the challenges that insurance industry has, or are you one step forward and dealing with different set of challenges?
No, the challenges, I would say, are mirroring the challenges of the insurance companies. Our clients are insurance companies mainly insurance companies, in some instances also the state or states, but mainly insurance companies. So we mirror the challenges we're having. And I believe if we think about the biggest challenges, a challenge which is very down to the core of the reinsurance industry is the challenge of natural catastrophe events, which we see accelerating through climate change. And climate change is one of the I would say the things that fuel natural catastrophes, specifically the different nature of natural catastrophes. So if you reflect, an earthquake, for example, always happened, and will continue to happen. The same holds true for big hurricanes or windstorms. I think that is one element to it. What is new, or what we saw in increased frequency, is events which are more localized events. Things like a hailstorm, or a flash flood, or wildfire losses, which we saw devastating losses last year in the United States. And I think this is a new pattern of events which the industry needs to get a handle on how to measure, evaluate, and price at the end of the day this type of risks. And in combination with that, we should say that also the human population across the globe is higher than ever before, and also that certainly fueled that events which probably happened in the past, but no one was living in a certain area, that is very visible with flood, which is also the main peril here in the Czech Republic. Now there are houses built there, and then certainly the risk is a different risk than if a river floods where no one's living. So I think that combination is clearly down to the bone of the industry. And then we have new risks arising, basically as we talk. And I think the most prominent one is all risks related with AI and a digitized society, digitized economies, which risks are stemming out of that. And I think here's a big challenge for the industry as a whole, insurance and reinsurance, how to stay relevant for our clients in this environment of new risks, if I may say it like that, because houses are burning down since ever. Houses are built, and the industry is very good in evaluating that, fire losses, fire portfolios. And now it's on us to step up also to be able to evaluate and be a true risk counterpart for cyber-related risk out of the digitized societies.
Does it also mean that thanks to the new strategy, you would be even more prepared, more ready, more knowledgeable about the upcoming possible challenges and risks in the future?
We see ourselves as a knowledge-based reinsurer. So we would want to understand markets, market developments. We want to understand portfolios, portfolio development. We want to understand the underwriting practices of our clients. And to do that and to be that, you have to have an understanding of what is going on in certain portfolios. So yes, it is ingrained in VIG Re 28 that we also level up our knowledge proposition. And I give you an example of this. We tend to look into the new risks as I just described it, but I think we don't have to go that far. I mean, imagine or think about traffic or cars. If we look into a motor portfolio or a car portfolio of an insurance company 10 years ago, there was hardly any electro vehicles in that portfolio. It was all combustion engine cars in there. Today, with more and more electronic vehicles being part of a certain fleet, our question is, what is the loss pattern of a battery? What is the secondary market of a car? Is the loss pattern of an electronic car comparable to the loss pattern of a combustion engine car? There is a different sensors in that car. There is part self-driving elements in a car. What does this mean for the claims pattern? And we don't have the answers ourselves. It's always in combination with the insurance companies to identify that. Should show you we work on practical topics with our clients on changes that are happening.
Let's go back to the people, because for every strategy you need also great experts and great people who can deliver this strategy. How difficult or easy for VIG Re as a dynamic company is to keep the agile spirit, innovative spirit, cooperative spirit within the teams? Do you think for you as you are part of a conservative industry, but still you are a modern, quite new company that had a chance to build the base in a dynamic and innovative way. So does it mean that it's a little bit easier for you to be more agile and innovative? Or people are the same no matter
well, I don't know whether it's easier to be innovative and agile, but I think we need to be innovative and agile, and we put a heavy emphasis in our culture on agility and on innovation. The challenges we are facing are the challenges I think many companies are facing. That we have certainly the advantage that we are a relatively small company in terms of employees. So we have the possibility to a direct conversation with I have the possibility to have a direct conversation with almost all employees. And I think that helps to get that momentum, so to say, explained directly and not only indirectly. But the challenges about agility and innovation are comparable, I would say, to other companies. It's always, I think it's deep down to the human nature that changes need to be well explained. There need to be a reason or an upside for change. Change is in parts putting you out of the comfort zone. So this is things that are resisting change from a human standpoint, and there's no difference at VIG Re.
Why I am asking this is because many huge companies are bringing new strategies on a yearly basis, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult for them to change people's minds. It's tough because they like the way they used to do their work, or they like the way how the company was focusing before. I have a feeling that for you, it's a little bit easier because you have the team who is ready for these type of challenges.
Yeah, in that instance, I would agree. So if you compare us to a really big corporate, I think we can be more agile. That is one of the advantages we are having. We are fast. We are really fast moving. We are really speedy in the way we acting, in the way we deciding, in the way we delivering. That is really a difference, I feel, and that is a momentum we need to keep up, so to say, within the company. That speed, and that is if you compare us to a big corporate, that is definitely a differentiator.
So basically, if someone wants to be inspired how to lead and deliver this type of strategy, they should wait for your case study, because it can show how to do it. If we've met at the end of 2028, what would you think, or what would you feel is a success with the topic of VIG Re 28 strategy?
So the umbrella of that would be that we are that we get a very positive feedback by our clients that say we feel that VIG Re moved over the last 3 years. That this momentum was felt by our clients. I think this is the umbrella, and beneath that certainly is that we fulfill the goals which are embedded in the strategy, which is the strengthening goals, strengthening our footprint in our existing portfolios, the expansion dimension to be able to expand into Asia and into a broader participation in clients' programs, and also the acceleration dimension that we act on one global digital platform, on one data lake, out of one database, and truly deliver in all three dimensions: strengthen, expand, and accelerate.
And do you already right now have an answer to the question, what's next after 2028?
Thankfully, I don't have to have this answer today. No, I don't. We're fully focused now on the execution of VIG Re 28, and the rest will come.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.